Hello, and it's Wellness Wednesday again. Thank you for joining us and giving us your careful review. And tonight we're going to talk about fitness. And there's not just physical fitness, although that's always what we strive for, but there's core health fitness, and there's also weight loss fitness. A lot of people talk about weight loss and they're just looking at the scale, and the scale is not everything, because you can lose weight, and then in the midst of losing weight, you can also lose muscle. And so what we're very proud of with Juva and our Juva Fit program that we'll be talking about a little bit later is that not only do we lose weight, we lose inches, but we do preserve muscle, and we preserve muscle through using some of our products, and we preserve muscle by the way that we work out and also have some other amazing products that help us preserve the muscles. So we're going to talk about 3 products and our JuvaFit program that's starting up again next week. We're super excited about that. All 3 of us are doing it again because we're having just amazing results. So the 3 products we're talking about is Rejuve Plus, Refuel, and Refit. So I want to start by talking about the Rejuve Plus. It is one of my favorite products. I'm going to share my screen. And this is an amazing thing for me because with the Rejuve Plus, what I have found is that it's a burn capsule, but it doesn't elevate my blood pressure and make me nervous and jittery and feel like I have to go to the emergency room because my heart rate is so high. So I love this. I take it before my midday meal, and I take it before my evening meal. And it really does help curb your hunger pains, your appetite. You do feel more energized and perform at your absolute best. And I just feel like it really makes me very alert, and also gives me some stamina. So if you're in a stressful job, sometimes that's important, is to maintain the stamina through the end of the day when people are maybe wanting some support. The other thing I love about it is it has some B vitamins in it, and the B vitamins are really fantastic for your health and your wellness. So I love this product. It's highly recommended, and it's something that we do use when we do our JuvaFit programs. It also has ashwagandha powder in it, and that is an amazing product. It's good for your thyroid health. And some fruit extract. The Garcinia is also in this product, and Garcinia helps with appetite suppressant, is one of the major things in suppressing your appetite. And if you're in a stressful job like I am, working remotely, some of us might be stress eating. And so the JuvaFit program that we talk about doing things like that and holding each other accountable. So Michelle, do you use the Refuel?
I do, yes.
Would you mind talking about the Refuel?
Do you have a slide to show?
I do. I do.
If you pull up the slide, I'd be happy to talk about Refuel.
Absolutely.
Refuel is just, I like to use it in baking. I like to use it in my smoothies and shakes. It's definitely that, and my Zing gets me going for a day of teaching. It's like magic. It gives you clarity, alertness, low carb, which is what I really like, trying to keep a low carb diet, but super busy life. And it doesn't say appetite suppressant here, but I definitely feel full for a long amount of time on it. That's just my personal experience. Like, we're not claiming anything here, but for me, it's just a good way when I'm busy. And if I don't have time, which is probably 4 out of 5 days during the week to not make breakfast, I can grab this. And then I put a shot of our Zing in there. Maybe the Zing gives me energy. I really like it. So I don't use it every day, but quite a few times a week. And then I don't always use the Refit that you were just talking about.
The Rejuve Plus.
The Rejuve Plus with it. just because of all the niacin and everything. I try to watch. It might make me a little shaky, but if I space them apart, it's just great because both products have niacin.
It's interesting because you're drinking this, I'm assuming, in water with our Zing, which also gives some added energy.
Right.
And I use the refuel in my coffee. It is my creamer, so to speak, and my quote breakfast. So I get my coffee in, I get the refuel in with my coffee, and it is very filling. You're right, because sometimes used to be like at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm looking for food, and now sometimes I don't eat until much later in the day. So I do agree with you. It has niacin in it, which is really good for heart health, vitamin C, which is good for immune support, thiamine, riboflavin, magnesium, which is also good for calming your nerves. So if you're in a stressful job, like some of us might be, the magnesium really does kind of simmer you down. It has zinc, which is very good for your overall health and wellness. Selenium, which is an unbelievable mineral that everybody should be having, and copper and manganese. So it has a lot of really wonderful, wonderful things in it. Also, some people say, well, it has salt in it. It's going to raise my blood pressure. It won't. The salt is very important when you're on a ketogenic diet, especially sea salt, not iodized salt. But sea salt helps you to allow your kidneys and your liver to get cleaned out more efficiently and keep things working. Steve, did we lose you?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Steve is going to talk to us about the refit. I'm going to get the refit information up online. I'm hoping this is helpful to us. This is a little bit small. Let me see if I can enlarge it. This is our newest wellness and weight management program. And what I want to say is one size does not fit all with this product. We are all in various stages of trying this brand new product. I am on my 68th day today. And Steve and Michelle, I'm proud to tell you that finally I have an inch gone in my weights. But the cool thing is, I've lost weight, but it could be due to my ketogenic diet and the other weight loss products that I'm using. But I do think this has very much helped me with my appetite suppressant, not eating so much. Even if I'm stress eating, I can't eat that much because I'm so full all the time. So Steve, I'm going to let you really dive into the science behind this and some of your results. And Michelle, I want to hear some of your results because we're all in different phases of it. I know Steve's behind me, and my sister was just able to acquire her product in Canada. And so she's a little bit slower on the uptake. So 9 days after I started, I lost about a half an inch in my waist. I went and did an initial in-body scan, is called, which Steve can talk about. And then I did a 44-day in-body scan. I lost 2% of body fat, but no visceral fat. I'm going to go in this weekend and I'm going to guarantee you I've lost visceral fat now that I'm in my greater than 60 days on this patch. So Steve, take it away.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me on this call. Can you see me and hear me clearly? Okay, perfect. So, I don't know all the science about it, but I can tell you it definitely works. I had done keto strictly a few years ago and took off like 45 pounds, and it was like amazing. And then, of course, sometimes we fall off of it. And I do this Juva Fit challenge for my core health, but I also like keto. But sometimes we're in a place where we do cheat, and it does happen sometimes, although I do think it's a healthier way of eating. So this peptide amino acid is just amazing. I've been on it for, I want to say, almost a month. And it really, I saw the drop on the scale, and I want to say 3 weeks out, like 7 pounds down. And I was like, wow. And I'm like, wait a minute, my triple neck is gone, so I'm like, that's great. And I love it because, you just put it on, and it of course, they talk about it flushing the fat away. But again, initially when I heard about it, I said, this sounds like the couch potato diet. And, based upon the studies that they did, but, of course, nothing really is that, so you still want to watch it. I've been talking to many people who are on it, and everyone's getting different results because everybody's bodies is different, especially men lose weight faster than women. We already know that. But then, but then some other interesting things. One of our other partners, Jackie, had mentioned to put it on your, muscle area or your bone area versus like the tummy area where the fat is. And I think everybody has better results, okay, by doing that. I feel like you can feel it going in. I have more energy. But this was the truth. Before I went on the scale again, I did my in-body scan. I haven't been back yet, okay? But before I did my own weighing at home, I noticed that my pants were starting to fall off again or getting loose, and I had to move my belt buckle up another notch. So I know that it's working. Then I went on the scale. I was like, wow, 7 pounds down. This is great. And again, I've been following pretty strictly keto. There's a couple days I cheated slightly because I had to with mom because we had to eat something, which wasn't bad. It was some phyllo dough, those spinach pies. And that was the only thing. But again, prior to this, I wasn't cheating at all when I was strictly lost that 45 pounds. So again, just talk about whether you want to focus on keto or not, that this peptide flushes away on average 8 to 10% of your full body fat. And as Melissa said, by doing the scan, it's your inner fat as well. So many people could be what they call skinny fat, skinny on the outside and fat on the inside. And that's the stuff that causes you trouble. As I understand, they researched this through cancer studies. And again, I'm not making claims or anything. It's just how they found it. So it helps a lot of other things like boosting your immune system. It can support diabetes, to reverse it, many different things. So talking to the folks that I've put on it, again, like anything else, if you're consistent and persistent, you got to get results. If you put it on and take it off, well, guess what? It's not going to work. It's got to get in the bloodstream. So we're excited about the JuvaFit. Do you want me to talk about that, Melissa, or hold that for after and how we tie that in? Can't hear you. There we go.
I just saw my mute on going, why are you talking?
That's okay.
You have to unmute yourself.
That's okay.
I want my sister to share some information. And by the way, those of you
Sure.
that are women are going, wow, listen to all that weight he lost. Well, I say, because men really are impacted more quickly by this product than women are. For women, it's an average of 30 to 60 days. And since I am well into my 60s, I'm finding that really the big results weren't until the 67th, 68th day for me. And what I'm noticing is that today I'm wearing my tight pants. They're pants that I can fit in, but I don't feel like really, really skinny in. And they're about to fall off my body, and my thighs are getting smaller. So one of the things that people need to understand is everybody has fat cells in their body. So we're not saying that this is going to have you lose weight. A lot of people get a fat cell reduction and lose visceral fat. The 2% of the body fat that I lost no muscles. And I've been on multiple weight management systems and weight loss programs, and I lose weight, but I'm also losing muscle. And as we age, we don't want to do that. So Michelle, I know you just started it. I want to hear about your experience with it as well.
Well, I've been on, I think I'm day 6 today, so I'm brand new on it. And I am attracted to this product mainly because of the ashwagandha and of course the peptide. Ashwagandha is known to be good for your brain and for clarity, boosting immune system as my throat is leaving, reduced swelling. So I really haven't noticed too much other than I feel like inflammation, like my overall inflammation at the end of the day is much more than in the morning. So I'm noticing that to be better, even if I don't have time for my walk and exercise. after a 12 or 15-hour day working. So, I mean, so far, it's been great. Like, I feel like I have clarity for someone at my age at work. I feel like for the stress part, like ashwagandha is good for stress. So as well as weight management, like all these other benefits that you're not expecting to happen. So I'm excited to see what my 30-day results are. I have not been able to find an in-body scan, but would like to do that this weekend before I get further into using this product. And then about 45 days in, I would like to do it again. So I'm excited to be adding this product to my line of health and wellness, like all around clarity, immunity, right? It's full of, it's a
It
great
has
product.
been, it has been an interesting product, and I've been on it the longest. Now, I will say that as we have all started this, because it's a brand new product, it was presented to 20 different companies, and they awarded the contract to us to have exclusive rights to sell this, and I'm very proud of that. One of the things that I also wanted to share is that putting it on your muscles instead of your fat, you would think that something that flushes fats and sugars out of your body, you'd want to put it on fat. Maybe some of us have too much fat, but I am noticing a difference by putting it on my muscles. So I put it on my chest muscle, I put it on my back muscle, I put it on my shoulder muscle. So someone had recommended that they really started getting some different results when they did that. And I can affirm that that is true for me as well. But again, everybody's different. Everybody's going to have different results. Some people were talking about how much weight and body fat they lost in 2 weeks, and they were using 3 or 4 patches a day. So the goal is to put on a patch, wait 24 hours, put a second patch on, wait 24 hours, remove the first patch and replace it with a third patch. Now they're saying that they think you can take it off every 24 hours. So I'm just keeping persistent and consistent with the way that it was started. But I do think that putting it on a muscle is really everything. Also, Bill had mentioned that he thought that putting it like under the armpit area so that it could get into your lymphatic system. And Steve, I wanted to kind of circle back to what you said. We're certainly not making any claims, but the assumption could be made that since it is flushing unneeded sugar out of your body and cancer thrives on sugar, logically speaking, it should help with minimizing those risks as well and those health concerns. So that makes sense to me, even though we don't make claims about it. But again, it is common knowledge that sugar feeds cancer.
Yeah.
Sugar also feeds heart inflammation, which causes heart disease. I worked in a cardiovascular thoracic surgeon's office for a while, and he said most heart patients are diabetic first. So if you are a diabetic, you're probably on a slippery slope to some sort of a heart challenge, and reducing your sugars, reducing and increasing your fat, even though that seems counterintuitive, helps your body to burn the fat and flush the sugars out. And this product is one of those ways. Additionally, our JuvaFit program that I'm going to let Steve dive into here has been a life-changing, life transformational thing for me. I just want to show you quickly how inflammation can affect your body in a most negative way. Bear with me a second. Steve, you can go ahead and talk about it while I bring up this photo. Go ahead.
Okay, well, thank you, Melissa. So yeah, we're excited about the next JuvaFit. Melissa and I were in a previous company, and we just gotten better and better at this. And the last JuvaFit, I had 3 teams, and I was excited about that. I said, wow, how am I going to do this? But we learned how to make it convenient for everybody involved. And how so? It's a free thing to join, okay? And what we do, it's accountability. and we have formed different teams of 5 people plus a captain. And whether you want to focus on weight loss or core health or, getting, toning, it's all included. It's what you want to focus on. We choose to do core health. I think Melissa's on the same page as a captain, and then but it incorporates all that. So it's about everybody. It's an accountability, and what we do is we register. It's free, and then we communicate on instant messenger in a group each day, and just saying something uplifting, whether it's, did you drink your water, you take your supplements, do your exercises, let's share a keto recipe if that's what you want to focus on, whatever it might be. Then we do meet once a week on a Zoom, and that's taped as well. So, but we want people to be involved because it's accountability. You got to take the time for yourself. And, I'm talking to different people who are on the program, and I know people who have been on the program, went off the program, they come back to the program. It's like, why is Weight Watchers and all these things still in business? Because people know they need accountability. We all do, right? And we come together, we just have that reinforcement. You listen to the news every day, potentially, because it changes, right? Well, the news with your body and your weight loss changes too if you're not on it. Even though you know things, we just want to be, accountable. And look at that before and after, amazing. And that's what it's about. So that includes the refit and all that. And then we have this wonderful couple named Megan and Travis that own a 24-hour fitness, and they run the big part of that. And they teach you exercises on video as well. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like they really go out to do that. And that's all part of this. It doesn't matter what level you're at in terms of that strength training. It meets every level. And again, this is a great accountability. And sometimes if we choose to do keto, again, it's not mandatory and we cheat, it's okay. It's just, we just kind of encourage each other to keep moving forward, supplement while we do it. And then we just share information that we find, like information about eggs or this and that. So to me, it's really great. And it keeps the accountability going, but not just that, we all share and learn. And, so May 17th, it starts. If you know Michelle, contact Michelle and get on a team. If you know Melissa, get on her team. If you know me, get on my team. And you can look as good as we do. And we can't make this stuff up, because a picture, a video on Zoom that Melissa's showing you is worth 1,000 words. So, when your belt buckles go down and you have a before and after, we're all tired of COVID fat and then some. And we want to look good, feel good. Summer's coming. Everybody wants to be, the ladies want to be in a bikini or what have you, and everybody wants to be ready, So anyway,
Steve,
Melissa?
Steve, real quickly, you just finished your 3rd Juba Fit challenge, correct?
I think so.
Okay. So
Or second.
tell
I'm
us,
not sure.
tell us about because the last challenge was 12 weeks long. So it was one of our longest, and then the one coming up is 9 weeks long. And so we want everybody to look sensational. We don't want to be terrorizing people when we present ourselves at the pool.
Yeah.
And so can you tell me what your success was in the last challenge, please?
Well, I think it just really was, being consistent with everything. My success in terms of, I was doing core health and just taking the supplements, constantly signing in. As I said hi to everybody as a captain, I'm reminding myself, as I'm, as well, what I need to do. And then digging in a little deeper into some other information that might be helpful. Like I mentioned, like why eggs are good. I found some factual stuff to show that why avocados are good, just some other information, because we all need to spice things up. I was chatting with a gal who's on my team who has lost weight with me before, but then she fell off. She went to Italy and all different places. I understand. I was talking about refit and all that, but it reminded me of what you're asking me. I told her, you haven't been in a challenge before. And I said, look, if you make that commitment, it's not just to you, it's to other people, then you're accountable. I know you're busy. I know you're all over the place, but you're calling me. I'm one person, first of all, so I can only help you so much. But second of all, for your own sake, when you're accountable to a team of 5 plus the captain, and you're logging into the website to answer questions each week, you're checking yourself. And I think that's really what did it for me. I know we have the break in between. It's always good for a couple weeks, because it is, to redo whatever, but we want to slip. And again, it goes why Weight Watchers have been in business for so many years and all that. But, we are all busy people, and we're doing it in a great way to work with busy people. And I think nobody has it better down than JuvaFit in terms of, that accountability and the exercising, and now with the refit and all the products. I mean, I know it was a mouthful. That's
Agreed.
what I say.
Michelle, I want you to talk about your experience, because the last JuvaFit challenge was your first, correct? Or your second?
Was my second. Yeah.
Okay. Talk about how many years I've been yammering on you, and talk about real quickly, because we're running out of time here, real quickly, what benefit did you see from it? And just share your experience, because I
Well,
think
for
your
me, it
experience
always
is
comes down
relevant.
to like, is this affordable? And I mean, you could not beat free, right? Free. I got meal plans. Steve and others can do a health evaluation with you. We have free workouts, right? And exercises, but also things like gratitude, and the accountability was just really helpful. The recipe sharing is amazing, because I get in a rut making, some of the same things. It's nice to see what other people are making and baking and sharing, and how people are surviving, holidays and trigger seasons for me. And just really trying to reduce my stress eating. When I was younger, I was very thin, and then menopause hit, and then COVID hit, and shit, I looked at the scale and was like, what is happening? Right? Like, this is not me. Like, Michelle was a runner. I ride my bike. I was a gym rat, and I was at my highest weight. So just really honing in on what I'm putting in my mouth, my
How
portion
much weight have you
sizes.
lost already?
I've lost almost 25 pounds, but almost 4 inches. So I'm halfway to my goal weight. So I'm hoping with this
4
next
inches in just your waist, because you're not measuring your arms and your thighs
I'm
and
not
everything else.
measuring my arms, but I will be, now that I'm using my refit, because I'm noticing, that's where I'm putting my patches, is on my arms right now. So I will be measuring my arms and my thighs. Yeah, but mainly my weight goes right in the middle, like that menopause tire. I've got it, and I want to get rid of it, and I want to lose it forever. So that means I have to be consistent and persistent. And I think Juva helps us to be successful, and it's free. Like, the products I buy are the products I choose to buy, because I want to be healthy. And we used to be on medications, and my husband and I are off medications. We're on no medications. The only thing we're paying for are supplements right now, and healthy foods. So it
That's
doesn't get
awesome.
better than that. Talk about cost saving. Like, I'm actually
Great.
saving money buying my Juva products every month, because there's no medical copay for medicines, or
Great. Great.
running to the pharmacy. It's fantastic. I'm just very happy to be at my age and to be on no meds. I feel like
Same
that's a
here.
great accomplishment, right?
So quickly, 2 challenges ago, I was in a prosthetic brace with no hope of coming out of it ever. And I was having a lot of issues walking. I couldn't even walk 2 driveways away, even though we live in a large subdivision where the houses are more spread out. And by the end of this challenge, the prosthetic brace is collecting dust in my closet. I'm super happy about that. And I am walking 2.5 to 3.5 miles just about every day. The other day I walked a little bit more than 4 miles, and that bugged my foot. So, you listen to your body, and I backed off and I took the day off. And then today I walked about 1.5 miles, and I'm going to rework back up to it, because it's constantly a compromised foot. But the prosthetic brace has not been on my foot in over 2 months and counting right now. Now, how did this happen? The thing that I love about JuvaFit, and I will close this out in like 25 seconds, is that the exercises that I was given for the Core Health Challenge and for fat loss, and you can also do strength conditioning. The exercises that they did, they dummied it down so that I could exercise sitting in my office chair. I'm here to tell you that if you're in pain, if you have severe osteoarthritis, if you're in a prosthetic brace, anything's possible with this program. So we love sharing this. We want you to reach out to us. We want you to join our team and just find the success that we have found, because clearly we're all smiling, and that's what we want for all of you. So have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Zoom is going to cut me off here soon. So say goodbye quickly, everybody, and thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you both for being on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.